because I'm kind of cheap and would like to give people presents that don't cost me anything. And that is a road presumably to the city, which we cannot use. That's one of the big differences. In the GameCube version, you actually could use that, and you would actually have your Game Boy Advance connected to the GameCube in order to have your Friends of Mineral Town game communicate with this game. And they would actually have little rumors and gossip about each game in the opposite ones, which when you played enough, you would actually unlock some stuff. I think it was mostly just music records. And since we can't do that with the PlayStation, obviously, they just let you get those items in the game with other mechanics. I think you just befriend certain people and they just give them to you. One more. And we want to make friends, not just to make friends, but because most of the villagers have some kind of present or other that once you befriend them, they'll give you. Yes, you may have this present I am handing to you. You are welcome. So we'll only be able to give one present maximum per day, but I like to talk to everybody even if I don't have a present for them. Unfortunately, in this game, you can only give presents to people when they're in certain positions. La Romana is the hardest one, because anytime she's sitting down in her chair, because she's old and kind of crippled, we can't give her presents. We have to wait for her to want to go on a walk outside, essentially. And Celia is the girl we're gonna marry. She's nice and down to earth and has her roots in farming, so I think she'll be happy with farm life with me. And we will go ahead and buy some fertilizers so we can grow our fodder, so that we can feed our cow. Let's start with 10. Yes, thank you. No, I don't need anything else. I will. And each of the marriage candidates will have a diary somewhere in their private areas, like this is Celia's room, and their diary has a color representation of how they feel about them. So I think green is friends, and pink is like a little bit more than friends, and we have to get to red before we can propose, I think. Some of the other games had it a lot easier to find out what their feelings were, but this is kind of a throwback to the original SNES version where you'd have to look at their diary to figure out how much they liked you. So next we're going to hit the excavation site. And this is what I'm talking about, how slow he is. Fortunately, we will be getting a horse not too far in the future, which should make traveling a little less impossible and time-consuming. Here's another mugwort. So in this game, a month is 10 days, which is kind of short, but time is also moving really slowly. So it kind of evens out with some of the other games where it would be a 30-day month. It's because the days took a lot less real time to do. Like the N64 one, I think a day was roughly 10 minutes if you didn't spend a whole lot of time indoors with time stopped. And here's the little dig site. It is very, very little, but it'll actually expand as we move through the game. Years will go by and they will expand it. That's Flora. Hi. That's Carter. I would like to dig, please. No. Yes, right now. And this is kind of random. There's no real trick to it. You just kind of dig and hope you find something. And that means you found something. And it's not really like a mini game per se, because there's not a whole lot of interaction. It's just kind of random. And that was a little human statue. Nami likes the human statues. I'm not sure if Flora does. Or Carter, for that matter. We'll figure it out. A lot of people like flowers, and the people that don't like flowers usually like fish, which is pretty easy to get. Except for Nami, because she's really fussy. She's one of the hardest people to get to befriend you in general. And it's not really worth it. I mean, she's a tomboy, which is kind of cute, but she's kind of not really all that interesting. But besides that, she's just kind of aloof. And I'm not sure if there's a certain number of digging that you can do in any one spot before you run out of, chances, but I like to dig 3 or 4 times, and if I don't find anything, then I just move on to the next spot. I think Rock likes coins. Another human statue. Moon ore. I think the Fireworks Brothers like those. They're identical twins. They're really cute, and they have their own mini game, which is almost impossible, but I will try and show you what it looks like to win. It's kind of like the Lines and Dots game, except it's triangle based instead of square. You'll see. And we dug every spot. Yes, I would like to stop. Thank you. Yes, I am sure. Oh, okay. We can go outside. He has to inspect our loot before we can leave. There's actually a special item to be excavated every chapter. So when we get that, he'll make a funny face and he'll confiscate it for the good of science. And once we get our fishing rod, we'll be doing some fishing up here at the waterfall. There's some good fish that we can fish up there. Shuffle faster. This is so slow. I don't think he runs as slowly in any other game. His arms are swinging really hard, though. He's trying. There's Murray again, staring at the fish. Brad and Janet are the names of 2 of his flies. They're always with him, and they're always together. Because that's the grossest thing he can think to say to us. See if the hippie is home. Nope, he's out being a hippie. So we will go visit the crazy inventor dude. I think he's supposed to be kind of like Dr. Tesla. And I just went screensaver for a second. It's cool. I'm good. I'm researching energy. Maybe I'll show you my experiments. It's kind of creepy, Doc, but appreciate the gesture. Let's see if he likes human statues. Apparently not. Does he want a coin? Yes! And you hear him go, Pachoo! Yay! He likes coins. Awesome. He's kind of twitchy too. I like him as a character though. And he does some really interesting things. He has some cool cutscenes. So now we're gonna make a big loop around. Oh, there's Nami. It's the first time we're seeing her because she didn't want to meet us on our introductory rounds. Hello. What's so great about being alive? So you might see some animals around, like this turtle, and there's also like a weasel and a little chihuahua. We can't get them. There's no way. There's a lot of rumors out there about how to get. No, you can't have them. Sorry. We get the dog. We can have a cat later on. We can have our farm animals, and that's it. No other pets. And the artist is probably out walking around. Another mugwort. And you see both of the twins are outside here. I'm trying to talk to you. Hi, Patrick. And Casey. Hello. They make fireworks. We don't get to buy them, though. Here's the game. I will try my best, but I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm pretty terrible at this game. So I'll just show you. We have 60 seconds total each to play the game in its entirety. So it's kind of like chess, in that if we run out of time on our little clocks, we will automatically lose. And he just outmaneuvered me like a bitch. I hate this guy. So I'm already off to an amazing start. So there are a few different types of strategies. I've found, for me, the most successful thing is to ignore him and just focus on getting as many squares, or triangles in this case, as I can, and just completely ignore whatever it is that he's doing. Whenever I try to trap him or stop him from getting points, all it does is make me not get any, and he'll win anyway. But I am still probably going to lose. I've already lost. So yeah, pretty harsh. He had almost a third more than me. And I think he's the easier of the two also. Thanks, Casey, for schooling me.